the hard yards, do the hard running, basics, basics, basics. Do it for each other, do it for the people at home. Let's go. Kiwis on 3, 1, 2, 3, Kiwis!
Tunnel there.
Hello and welcome to The Hague, where the ever-hospitable host, the Dutch, allow their near neighbours and growing hockey rivals, Belgium, to get the women's hockey party started here. Their opponents in this Pool A game on the opening day of the Rabobank World Cup are New Zealand, ranked 5th in the world, a full 7 places ahead of their Euro opponents here today. Pool A there, Australia, Belgium, Japan, Korea, Netherlands and New Zealand. And in Pool B, topped there by Argentina. Well, what a wonderful spectacle this is. It's the Black Sticks against the Red Panthers as these two talented squads attempt to get their World Cup campaigns off to that all-important winning start. And here come the two sides, the Black Sticks nearest to our camera. Good crowd, a noisy crowd in. Belgium support outnumbering the New Zealanders, of course. Two well-matched squads containing a nucleus of seasoned internationals and some youthful exuberance to complement that experience as well. For these New Zealand girls, coached by Mark Hague, the former Aussie great, well, they can field 7 players with over 100 caps, and 3 of them, Emily Naylor, Kayla Whitelock, the captain, formerly Kayla Charland, and Crystal Ferguson, with over 200 caps each. More caps than Imelda Marcus had shoes. And we're pausing commentary now for the playing of the anthems. God defend New Zealand then, the national anthem of New Zealand. A spirited rendition there of the Brabançon, the anthem of Belgium. Well, this Red Panthers team have 8 Centurions, but also 9 players aged 21 or younger. There is no better school to learn the trade in than here on the World Cup stage. No pressure on the lowest ranked team in the competition, but they'll look to keep the Belgian sporting stock rising by claiming New Zealand scalps here. And there is the New Zealand squad, a couple of players for you to look out for. Number 2, Emily Naylor, over 240 caps for the Black Sticks, and 32, Anita Punt, a great athlete. Born in Nelson, New Zealand, a player with one eye on helping New Zealand to a medal here in The Hague. Mark Hague there, the coach, underneath that peak cap. Proud coach of New Zealand. World Cup gold medalist himself with Australia back in 1986 in London. And now the Belgian huddle. And lots of expectation around sporting circles in Belgium, not just about this women's team but also the men's team, who really could well go the distance here in The Hague. And Charlotte de Vos there. Charlie plays her club hockey here in the Netherlands, in Eindhoven, where the home club is Oranje Zwart there. And she captains this Red Panthers outfit. Another key player for Belgium is their number 27, Jill Bone there, another Oranje Zwart player, and the sister of one of the Belgian men's superstars, Tom. Sibling rivalry might bring a bit more spice into the equation here, and for Jill as she looks to start her first World Cup with a win. And there's the Belgian captain, coach Pascal Kiener, putting the coaching boards away. Our 2 umpires, Lin Miao there from China, and she's joined today by Michelle Joubert from South Africa. So good luck to the 2 teams, good luck to the 2 match officials. Lim Miao on the far side. This is normally the home of ADO Football Club here in The Hague, but skillfully transformed into this World Cup venue. So 2 sides waiting for the signal to get the game underway. The Black Sticks will be attacking the Belgian goal away to our right-hand side. And there is the start of the game, and the Black Sticks with the first use of the ball try to launch the first attack. Now I'm delighted to say that joining me in the commentary box for this one is a Great Britain Olympian, Sarah Thomas. Sarah, welcome to the commentary box, and it's nice to get this World Cup underway. The 2 sides will be feeling particularly relieved, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, first tournament for them. Many of them have not played in a World Cup before, so they'll be extremely excited. And for any player, getting that first game out of the way is always a relief, and sets the tone for the rest of their performances in the tournament. And
well, it's a silly question to ask you, Sarah, but I reckon you'd rather be down there on the pitch than up here in the commentary box.
Absolutely. I've never had the experience of playing a World Cup myself, and I'm admittedly very jealous of those players out there. But these girls have worked extremely hard to get here, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some fine performances on the field today.
So both sides looking to get some confident early touches underway. It's so important to get the World Cup campaign off to a good, solid start. You don't win World Cups on the first day, but it can certainly set the tone.
Yeah, that's good.
So 12 women's teams and 12 men's teams here. This is the second time we've had a joint men's and women's World Cup. The first occasion was also here in the Netherlands, this hockey-mad country, when it was the city of Utrecht who played host on that occasion. But The Hague really have turned it on here. First attack there for Belgium down the left-hand side. Flounders there on a New Zealand defender's stick. And New Zealand will have a chance to clear here. This is Stacey Mickelson. Brings the ball out to this near touchline. Now Anita Punt, just caught in possession there. Timely tackle going in. Punt, a real sprinter, so look out for her once she gets some space to operate in. Manon Simmons there on the right-hand side for the Red Panthers. Stephanie de Groof, look out for her. Belgium win a raft of penalty corners. She's their main go-to person on those occasions. As the Black Sticks try and break. Ferguson slips the ball inside. Lovely ball forward and nicely picked up on the run as well. First chance here for New Zealand. Good smothering save there by the keeper coming out. And Belgium struggling to get it clear. They do so in the end. But Aileen de Hoge there underneath the helmet in that bright yellow kit did ever so well. Very agile goalkeeper, very talented goalkeeper, real live wire underneath the crossbar. Good save there by the keeper, Sarah.
Yeah, great save, and I think on the follow-up shot as well, she did tremendously well. Coming out, blocking that perfectly there, and then getting up again in time to save the second shot coming in. Fantastic start for her.
Well, she is a real jack in the box, a real live wire. Ball coming off the foot, umpire allowing play to go on because the Red Panthers in possession and attacking well here through Barbara Nellen. Works the ball out to the right-hand side of the field now. This is a confident start by the Belgians. Black Sticks forced back here in deep defence. First time ball attempted there from de Groof. There's a youngster in the Belgian team there. That's Emma Pouvrez, playing her first major international tournament. Just 18 years of age, a big occasion for her, all part of the learning curve.
What's number?
Number 9.
South African umpire just laying it on the line there. And we've had our first card there shown to Belgians. Number 9, that's Lieselot van Lint. So Belgium reduced in numbers, a 2-minute suspension for her for that green card. Just as the players keen to get their tournament underway, the match officials similarly so. And this pairing, experienced pairing for the first of the games in the women's competition, has got the job of setting the tone for the rest of the tournament. There's Lieselot, she's taking on some liquid refreshment down there. De Groof just holding on to the ball, running down the clock on that suspension as well. Mickelson coming strongly. She's been allowed to run a long way here. In the end, the Belgians just able to close the door. Jill Bone coming in. Now De Vos, those bright green shoes, elegant player De Vos. Lovely mover with the ball. And we've got our first penalty corner here, Sarah.
Yeah, great start for Belgium there. I think what we're seeing is New Zealand's consistent style of play, wanting to attack, wanting to get further down the field, but that does leave them available at the back then for Belgium to attack and get the penalty corners.
Just coming off the defender's foot there. I mean, Naylor, so experienced, but not able to get a stick in the line here. Mark, some comments being exchanged down there. Pascal Kiener just looking on. Just rearranging his players at the top. So some confusion, I think, probably caused by the temporary suspension to Van Lint, making sure they're not caught short of players at the back. Late movement at the top now of the Belgian circle. Bone to take on the shot, and a rasping shot it was as well. It's another penalty corner. Two umpires conferring there. Umpire Miao looking down the field to her colleague, who had a clear view of whether the ball was going into the goal or outside. And she got the signal, Sarah, that that was a penalty corner.
Yeah, she got the shot off there, and it was a good save by the goalkeeper. Belgium are one of the very few women's international teams who don't actually have a drag flick or short corner specialist, so we'll probably see another hit or another slap from the top.
So Belgium setting themselves again. Last time it was for Bone, and again it's a rather slow injection this time. Ball deflected, and very nearly causing a problem there for the Black Sticks in deep defence. Confident start this by Belgium, not overawed by the occasion. Well, this is Van Lint back in the thick of things again now. Belgium back to full strength. Belgium using the width of the pitch there, working out that right-hand side. Just losing their way a little there. Ball bouncing off the pitch. This pitch has been recently laid on what is normally, of course, a football ground here, but all the teams and the coaches have played and practiced here, rated very highly indeed. So a really good effort this by the Dutch organisers and the pitch manufacturers to give us a perfect circle. So free hit now for New Zealand. 5 metres outside the Belgian circle. It's worked into the 5 metre dotted zone there between the shooting circle and that 5 metre dotted line. Max Caldas looking on there, the coach of the Netherlands women's team. A more than interested spectator. Huge weight of expectations on his shoulders and the shoulders of his team. The Dutch in front of their fanatical home support will start as the tournament favourites here. But there are no easy games in a World Cup. De Vos just holding things up, plays it all the way back. De Shoemaker goes crossfield. Challenge snapped in there by Mikkelsen on Bohm, but it's broken kindly for Belgium. They try and find a way around the back of the New Zealand defence there. Pascal Keener trying to impersonate a calm person down there on the bench. His heart will be beating strongly here as his girls try and get this World Cup away to a winning start. Two well-matched teams on what we've seen so far, though. Mikkelsen, again allowed to run quite some distance. Lovely ball forward. This is Whitelock. De Vos slips it to the left-hand side for Sinia. Beautifully trapped. That was Stephanie van den Boer. Little pushing there from De Vos, and she's penalised. Well, just about 10 minutes gone, Sarah. What are your early thoughts on this one?
Pretty even at the minute. It's probably as you would expect any tournament to start. People are playing it safe in some respects. I think what we've seen from Belgium is that they're trying to overload the left-hand side of the field. So obviously they feel they've got a threat down there.
This is Cox, ball back, and well, the scramble there in front of the goal didn't quite go into the right slot there for Webster, but very close to an opening goal. Petria Webster just to the wrong side of the post. Lovely ball across there from Sophie Cox.
Absolutely very close there. Had she just had her stick turned in a little bit more, she would have had more surface area to make contact with that ball.
Well, possession showing that the Belgian team are bossing things a little at the moment, but for the time being it's New Zealand coming strongly. Good pace about the game. It doesn't matter how many practice games you have in the run-up to a tournament of the magnitude of the World Cup. It's when that first whistle blows and you cross the white line that the top players start to take a real interest and stand out. This tournament's been eagerly awaited by the participants. Everybody loves playing hockey here in the Netherlands in front of large, vociferous and knowledgeable crowds.
Yeah, thank you.
And this alongside the Olympic Games, the very top of the hockey calendar. That's beautifully worked. Well defended by New Zealand. Cleverly worked inside. Now space on the right-hand side for New Zealand. If they can find the pass, they can. To Sophie Cox again. Off the feet there of Lisa Lotte van Lint, was it?
Outside.
Free hit was given.
That's fine there.
First one way and then reversed. Hit taken to the wrong place. Now space on the right-hand side. Genier. Sideline ball. Now Katie Glynn. Glynn's continued to run. That's one of her trademarks, a wholehearted, what you see is what you get sort of player with Katie. Ball fired through the circle. Long corner for the Black Sticks. Sam Charlton. Pascal Keener and Mark Hague look very similar underneath those peak caps. Neither have found the razor in recent months. And Mikkelsen, not one of the better passes. Now Belgium have got options here. Oh, that was played behind Bone, made it difficult, and Whitelock quickly in. Kayla Whitelock, the captain of New Zealand, formerly Kayla Sharland, married one of the All Blacks. It's a real sporting family there.
Nothing, play, nothing.
De Vos has peeled off to the right-hand side. The pass was a poor one, though. There's Mark Hague. Mark Hague was part of that Australian team back in 1986 that won the World Cup and removed the monkey from the back of the Australians, who got themselves some of a reputation of blowing it in big tournaments. They put that right in London. And Mark Hague playing alongside Rick Charlesworth and Graham Reid and countless other top players. Terry Walsh, another coach here, another member of that Australian School of '86. So a special affinity with the World Cup. Ball out over the sideline. De Grove waiting patiently to put the ball back into play. And she tries to drill it through Anita Punt, who got firm touch on the ball but not enough to control it. Now Michaela Curtis again trying to find a way around the outside. De Vos off the foot there. Sideline ball. Kavanagh plays the ball back for De Grove. Again, Belgium really using the entire width of this pitch, standing right out there on the far touchline. Now New Zealand on the break. This is Punt, plays the ball in field. Lovely ball on by the captain, and again athletic bit of goalkeeping. So quickly off the line there was De Hoge. Well, that's a couple of standout saves already here from that girl, Eileen De Hoge. So quickly off the mark there. Lovely ball played through. Great bit of goalkeeping. See how quickly she was off, reading the game perfectly.
Yeah, I think Belgium are looking to put long balls through up to their attackers, so their attackers can have a good go at the New Zealand defence, but they are vulnerable then to the midfield of New Zealand intercepting that ball and attacking so well as we know they can, just like Mickelson is showing us now.
So here come New Zealand again, and his punt. Ball lifting off the stick and up in the air. The umpire playing a very good advantage here. Shots raining in, and now we go back to the penalty corner.
Advantage.
Michelle Joubert saying she was playing advantage. I think there definitely was. She seemed to be sailing to the penalty corner, and the players hadn't heard the whistle, might have seen the signal and wondered what was going. There was the first one. So it's a penalty corner, first of the game for New Zealand. And let's see what New Zealand got up their non-existent sleeves here.
Inside. Sticks and feet. Step.
So Belgium's defence being
Step
encouraged
inside.
back behind the line to defend this
You
corner.
can play.
Punt shots and punts goal. Anita Punt gives New Zealand the lead here from the penalty corner. They had a lot of firepower range around the top of the circle, and it was Punt who took the shot on. Right in the corner, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great deflection there, as you can see, getting nice and low. Anita Punt delivers it, and as you can see, the players getting right in there and getting a great little touch on that ball. Crystal Ferguson is known for doing that, and she's delivered once again today.
Yes, I thought initially it was straight in from Punt, but there was a little deflection there, and Hoge stretching wide on the right-hand side had little or no chance of reaching that one. And the Black Sticks are ahead, and it's Ferguson who will claim the goal. There she is. The men's game, Sarah, all about the power at the penalty corner, but we see more routines, I think, but there's more guile in the women's game at the set piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Being female, they haven't got as much power as the men naturally have. I mean, you've got the likes of penalty corner specialist Marcia Pouwman from the Netherlands, who is very, very successful, but majority of the time they look to have several options at the corners, and that's because there's a lot of video analysis done these days as well. One option just isn't enough anymore.
Well, De Hoge has shown how agile she is, but not even she could get anything on that one. And the Black Sticks are ahead. Punt laying the ball off first time there, but the Red Panthers coping with it, but under pressure again here.
Yeah, definitely. That didn't quite come off them, but what we're seeing from New Zealand now is a lot more energy since that goal, and they've had a couple of good attacks there through the midfield once again.
Pugres there running the ball into trouble, needed to offload the pass earlier. Kavanagh.
Just found a good pass there to put a player through on the right hand side. It's good that they're trying to keep moving forward and not reverting to going backwards.
Yes, having gone behind, Belgium now just need to regroup. Made a comfortable enough start to the game, confident start, but just caught out with that first New Zealand penalty corner. No need to change the game plan, but just continue to do what they were doing well.
Yes, absolutely.
Ball played into the circle. Good attempt there, Olivia Merry. Brave challenge on her.
Absolutely, it's a great tackle to get in there. Striker's about to smash the ball, and she's got in there and won the tackle very, very cleanly.
And avoided the swinging stick. Ball taken overhead height there, which is one of hockey's newer rules. You're allowed to do that, providing it's not dangerous. Ball played into the circle. Chance here for the Black Sticks again, as Belgium just living a little dangerously here. But now they can break. Great roar goes up from the crowd as Stephanie van der Boer pours forward, but not the best pass. Disappointing outcome there.
Belgium are dropping off the game quite a lot now, which means that there's no attacker in front of the players, so they do need to hold up the ball when playing through midfield and try and allow someone to get ahead of them.
That was the stick there of Stephanie de Groof. Pascal Keane is still looking a little frustrated down there, having seen his team go behind. He needs to exude that confidence and keep the girls on message here. They've done nothing wrong. And an awful lot right in the opening exchanges here. Just about 11 minutes left in the first half, 2 periods of 35 minutes. Ten-minute break between the halves. Now Flynn with 2 Belgian players for close company there, but she's got the free hit, which I think was the best possible outcome. Whitelock lays a lovely ball off for Mikkelsen. It's caused all sorts of problems for Belgium. Belgium wanting a high ball there, but there's no whistle from the umpire. And now there is a whistle, and it's another penalty corner here for the Black Sticks.
Another piece of skill there from Crystal Forgeson, one of the most experienced attackers New Zealand have, and she just given a nice little lift, a bit of 3D skill, and knows exactly to put on the foot there.
So we're also able to hear what the umpires are saying to the players, and Michelle Joubert just explaining her decision that she'd seen the ball lifted into the circle. It wasn't dangerous, so she wasn't blowing a whistle. Good communication there from match official to the players, so they all know what's going on and why the whistle's blown, and indeed, as in that occasion, why it's not blown. Well, the last penalty corner for New Zealand resulted in our opening goal. What will they try this time? It's not cleared, and they're punished for that. And New Zealand have a second goal, and I think it's the same goal score as the first.
Yeah, absolutely. Crystal Ferguson, extremely good in the circle, always there, and finds herself in the right position, and that's not by luck. That's from a number of years of playing great hockey for New Zealand and clinical finish.
Anu Gras will be disappointed that she didn't get the ball clear when perhaps she had the opportunity. And the shot there we see flying high into the back of the net where there was no saving it. So the Black Sticks, 2 goals to the good. Both goals from the stick of Crystal Ferguson. So a long way back now for the Red Panthers. And you have to say a goal for them before half-time would do them a power of good. They've got a chance to do something here with Bone. That's asking a lot there of De Vos.
De Vos is one of Belgium's most spectacular players. The skill level she has is extremely good. To having played in the Netherlands for several years, and I've played against her myself, she is a very tricky player to get the ball off, so Belgium will be looking to her a lot more.
She brings a terrific work ethic as well. I've seen her run herself to a standstill in Belgian colours.
Yeah, absolutely. She's very passionate and proud of playing for Belgium, as all the girls are, but yeah, she's a true leader on the field, and no doubt as captain she inspires the girls.
Colourful element of the Belgian support there, looking rather glum the way things are shaping up here after a really promising beginnings, caught twice with penalty corners that New Zealand have punished them with. There's still a long way to go in this one. 7.5 minutes left in the first half.
Stacey Mickelson, the extremely good ball carrier, is able to break a line and just set up attack after attack for New Zealand. I know she's been out with an injury for around about 10 months now, so it'll be really important for her to get this first game out of the way.
New Zealand will just try and close this first half out, I think here. Won't need to take too many risks. They've made an excellent start, and that's reflected in that 2-0 scoreline. Perhaps wasn't their most stunning start to the game in terms of the play in the first couple of minutes, when Belgium looked as if they were their equal and perhaps a little bit more besides, but slowly but surely they've worked their experience and brought that to bear. And now they have their noses in front. It'll be a very hard team to beat, I think, here. Free hit outside the circle. All powered in, again there's a deflection. Nothing this time for De Hague to worry about, though. It takes it wide of the goal.
Despite being 2-0 up, as you will see, the New Zealand midfielders working very, very hard back to win that ball then. Anita Punt had run at least 30 yards to just win that ball back for her team.
Now Whitelock again carrying the ball through, but it's just come off her rather brightly coloured pink shoes there. Crowd building. The Dutch ladies are in action later on today, and this stadium will be pretty much full for that. Capacity reckoned to be around about 15,000. That'll be quite a lot of noise.
Will indeed, especially with the Dutch.
What an occasion. Yesterday's opening ceremony was graced with the King of the Netherlands, Willem-Alexander, himself a hockey father. 3 young children playing their hockey in Wassenaar, not too far from here, suburb of The Hague.
Anita Punt just being substituted there for Gemma Flynn, both of which are real speed demons, so taking nothing from each other there, they'll be replaced and being put some extra energy in there so New Zealand can continue their attack. Here she goes.
Nicely worked, and there again for the reverse pass to her. Didn't come off this time. Real battle of wills there for the ball. And New Zealand taking it inside that dotted circle, and that's always going to be penalised any time of the day.
Now that's yours, eh?
Play goes on. Oh, poor pass. Belgium have just wasted 1 or 2 attacking opportunities with the wrong selection of pass, just losing a little bit of quality and surrendering possession.
Yeah, unfortunately Belgium are just trying to get the ball ahead of themselves, and they're just trying to go through players rather than around them. They just need to take that extra touch and take a bit more time to go around the outside.
Yes, you can understand their eagerness, but sometimes just a little bit of caution, no bad thing. They need to value possession of this ball. Now they have a chance to break down the left-hand side. Basarvel going some distance here. And it's the Belgian girl who's penalised. Flynn lays the pass off.
There's very little movement from the Belgian midfield at the moment, all very static. It'd help if they started to move in and out of there and try and get the New Zealand midfield to go with them to open up that space forward through to the attackers.
New Zealand seeing plenty of the ball, applying more pressure here on the Belgians. A third goal for New Zealand probably would be enough to settle this one. Taken quickly. Well, just 2 minutes left then in the first half. New Zealand leading Belgium by 2-0 here, and on the attack again.
Unfortunately, Forgerson's lost out there, but she was definitely trying to do the right thing. She was trying to go around the outside of players and get in behind them to create those opportunities for the other attackers to get a shot on target.
I think Belgium would settle for half-time about now, and a chance to get into the change room and regroup under Pascal Keener's leadership. De Vos. Bone. Good solid New Zealand defending. Need a punt back, helping in defence. Leaves the sideline ball here. Off the foot, taken quickly by Belgium. Into the last minute of the first half. Ball fired in, ball bouncing around. The Vos saw the ball coming onto a stick, tried to offload the shot quickly. Didn't quite get it right. Now, that little flurry of Belgian activity, it's New Zealand coming again here. Ball pulled back. Is there room for a shot? Trying to work the space. And no shot, but second prize is a penalty corner. And New Zealand have their third corner of this first half. They've scored from the first two, and danger bells ringing here for Belgium, Sarah.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's a great attack around the back again. Found the space, and Olivia Merry, their number 4, has done very well with her back to goal to get that penalty corner.
Just holding on to the ball, almost inviting the challenge. And hooter sounds in the distance there. And so we're into overtime here at the end of the first half. The corner has to be played out to a conclusion. And what a chance this is for Mark Hage's girls to add to their tally.
You can play.
Now, punt is up there in a similar position to the first corner that was worked for Forgerson. Punt again. Takes it. Oh, it's gone in again. Whether there was a deflection or that's gone straight through, we'll have to look at the replay to sort out. But New Zealand got a third goal.
Yeah, it does look like it's gone straight in.
Right in the corner, no deflection this time, Sarah.
No, absolutely. Punters put that perfectly in the corner, too far for a stretch for the goalkeeper.
So what a first half then for New Zealand here. After a well-matched first 5 minutes or so, New Zealand have turned on the power. They've made their experience tell here. And with 3 penalty corner goals, they look to be in a very, very commanding position here. And what a happy camp that's going to be for New Zealand. So half-time here in The Hague. It's New Zealand 3, Belgium 0. Welcome back then to The Hague, where, as you can see from our caption there, New Zealand in a commanding position, leading Belgium by 3-0. All 3 goals are a result of penalty corners, so 3 from 3. So highlights of that first half for you here, with New Zealand pouring forward. That was the first opportunity, opening bit of play. Aileen de Hoge, the Belgian Quicksilver goalkeeper, in the thick of things. Belgium won the game's first penalty corner. And scrambling defence there from New Zealand made sure that Belgium didn't get a chance to take the lead. Back to the other end then, New Zealand's first penalty corner. Punt taking on the shot. I called it a goal for Punt, but Sarah spotted the deflection from Crystal Ferguson, who was credited with the goal, just touching it home. A few minutes later, a second penalty corner. Different routine this time, but the goal scorer the same. Crystal Ferguson, 2 from 2. And then in overtime at the end of the first half, the third penalty corner. This time it was Punt, drilling it hard and low past the outstretched right foot of Aileen de Hoge to give Belgium a real problem in the second half. So New Zealand bossing the shots tally there, 14 shots for them from 8 circle penetrations, and penalty corners, of course, 3 from 3. Down at pitch side, we're listening to Mark Hague.
Mark, we just heard there, 3 penalty corners, 3 goals. Good start.
Yeah, look, it's pleasing to put away our set pieces, but you know, we know that we're in for a fight in the second half. They'll come out stronger, they've got nothing to lose, and we need to make sure that we keep doing our simple things really well.
What have you spoken to the girls about at half-time specifically?
Just to move the ball quickly. I mean, but it seems both teams look pretty tired out there, so I think it's the heat's probably got to both teams, and so it's just a matter of doing the basics really well, and you know, we need to make sure that we're the next one to score so we can keep building. Nice surface though out there, and a great atmosphere here in The Hague. Oh yeah, look, you couldn't get a better hockey stadium and a better pitch. You know, it's fantastic for hockey to be able to play in this sort of environment. Enjoy the second half. Thank you.
Same smile on the face there that we used to see from him when he scored goals for fun for Australia. So his team looking to move the ball more quickly in the second half. You can keep in touch with the hockey here in The Hague on social media, of course, and I hope you will contribute to that. But a happy New Zealand camp, but by contrast, the Belgian girls will have to do some tough talking in half-time. Difficult for a side 3 goals down, Sarah, at the break to come back.
Absolutely, 3 goals down, just starting, you know, your first World Cup tournament, but Belgium are a fighting team, you know, that is what's exciting about them, and I have no doubt with full heart they'll come out and give absolutely everything in the second half.
And an early goal for them could change things.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the beauty of hockey, and that's why we all love it so much, is one goal can change everything up, and they could be back in the game before we know it.
Well, we've spoken about the experience in this New Zealand camp before, and that experience will tell them not to be complacent. Complacency could be their biggest enemy here. The game is only halfway through, and they'll be looking to improve on this scoreline in the second half. Crowd being well entertained here in and outside the stadium, where, as ever, the Dutch putting on a real hockey party. Belgium emerging from their dressing rooms up the steps there. New Zealand already out. Perhaps had less to talk about at half-time. Team shelter there has been protected from the pitch watering cannons over half-time. So New Zealand will be looking to increase their lead here and make sure their campaign starts. Let's listen in.
Everyone do the hard yards. Run, chase. Simple. Do the basics well. Let's go.
Yeah, good solid advice there from the Kiwis. It's 0-0, let's start again. How easy is that, Sarah? I'm sure you've been 3-0 over half-time on many occasions.
Yeah, I mean, it's in your head, you know, 3 goals is a good edge on the other team, but like you said, like you alluded to earlier, 1 goal can change the game massively. So I'm sure in the mind of the New Zealand girls now, they will be thinking 0-0, and they want to just go out there and get the first goal, get settled into the second half, so they can stamp their authority on this game.
So all about pride now for the Red Panthers, and the quality of their learning experience here will be decided in the next 35 minutes. They could disappear, they could get blown away by this attacking-minded New Zealand outfit, or they can dig deep here and finish with, if not a positive result, certainly a positive outcome and experience.
Exactly, they've got nothing to lose here now, and going into the second half, this will be a huge learning experience for them, and to gain a bit of confidence moving forward for the rest of the tournament, that they'll get a lot out of a good performance in the second half.
Just walking in front of our commentary position here, Sarah's Loic Leipart, a great loss to the Belgian men's team. Got injured in the run-up to this tournament with his, he's got his arm in a sling here, and he'll be watching his Belgian girls along with this mass Belgian support, hoping against hope they can still turn this around. So away we go, the Red Panthers of Belgium against the Black Sticks from New Zealand. Sideline ball here for the Black Sticks. Oh, and gifted there to De Vos, who sets off. Big job for her to do, to lift this Belgian outfit now. Long corner.
As you can see, New Zealand already trying to get pace into the game and trying to attack, so certainly don't think they've left.
Shot on the turn there.
Certainly don't think they've left the fact that they're 3 goals up already.
Fortune already on a hat-trick here. Must have been a temptation to utilise her again with that overtime penalty corner, give her a chance of a first half hat-trick, something of a rarity, particularly in a World Cup, of course. That's a wonderful effort on the reverse stick side, and not far away at all there.
Again, yeah, absolutely. And again, who's there trying to get the ball in the net? But Crystal Fortune, she's really on fire today, really up for this game.
Shot her across there from the captain. Pays your money, you takes your chance in that one. Nicely laid off to the left-hand side. Van den Boren. Just running out of ideas at times up front, the Belgians.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're trying to do the same thing. They're really working in isolation, and I think if they got a little bit closer together, then they can get off some 2v1 play.
Little dog-leg pass attempted there.
Yeah, it's a little bit different to what we saw in the first half. There is a bit more rotation. They have got a little bit more movement, Belgium, and that little layoff ball could catch the New Zealand defence out.
Good early ball played forward by De Vos for Bone. Paul Sheldon very nicely taken out of the air there by Sam Charlton.
Play.
Mickelson losing out. Now De Vos again. Plays the ball on to the defender's foot, takes the free hit that's offered. They have a ball in and a half chance here for goal. They've gone in each other's way. What a pity.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, great ball in. Again, a little bit more of what we've seen in the second half, the deflection into the circle, and they were almost on the end of that.
Yes, almost too many options there. And at the other end, another chance for the Black Sticks. And that was very close indeed to goal number 4.
Yeah.
Stunning counter-attack there, having nearly conceded at one end within a matter of seconds. The Black Sticks were back and rattling the ball there into the pads of the goalkeeper. Ball fired across the face of a very, very nearly finding its way in at the far post. Here come New Zealand again, and the deflection very nearly turning into an own goal there.
The Belgian defender just got a touch on that, I think, to take it off on the sideline, but really composed running in, just unfortunately needed to pick out the player and not so close to the goalkeeper.
Very nearly deflecting into the goal. Well done by Belgium. Like so many teams, Sarah, they look a better side going forward than perhaps they do sometimes in defence, the Belgians.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the wayward passes from time to time, but they're doing a lot better, I think, in the second half in terms of what we just saw there, dropping the ball off to a player to support them, so they're not just playing in isolation higher up in the field.
New Zealand stretching them again, though, here, back into the circle, nicely crafted. Ball just running away out over the sideline, the ball line there. Michaela Curtis, this was the earlier opportunity, and a little bit of fortune there for the defender.
Yeah, she's just swung at the ball, unfortunately, rather than just keep her stick steady, which is very tempting to do when you're stood so close to the goal, and an open goal at that.
Ball off the Black Sticks' foot there. Free hit for Belgium at the top of their own circle. Stephanie de Groof plays it forward.
Unfortunately, it's the same tactic from Belgium. It's always playing the long ball into the midfield, and I think the New Zealand players are coping very well with that at the minute. It'd be nice if they could look to play some short passes in and use the midfield and then take it forward to the attack from there.
Lunch being served up in the stands. One of the promotions around this World Cup has been to encourage healthy eating. Not that Sarah and I need any encouragement in that particular department, of course.
That's a great experience for Kayla Whitelock there. Didn't panic, just put a stick down and won back possession for New Zealand.
Again, there's wit from New Zealand. As Cox tries to turn the ball in. Resolute defending, though, there by Stephanie de Groof. On her hands and knees, but giving it everything for the cause. They were bound to be nervous coming into this game, Belgium, with so little experience at the start. They are the lowest ranked team in the competition, ranked 12th in the world.
Yeah, I mean, they did play at the Olympic Games, but again, that was 2 years ago, and there will have been several changes in the team. As you spotted at the beginning, there's a 16-year-old, you know, starting her first ever big tournament, and there'll be a lot of nerves out there today. So, if anything, they can get a good second half performance and settle those. It's a great run out of defence from Emily Naylor there. Again, looking to get that ball forward as quickly as possible.
Chance here, ball bouncing around, and they've not dealt with it. And it's a fourth goal here for the Black Sticks. And high fives all round there, led by Kayla Whitelock, their captain. Ordinary defending there by Belgium. And the Black Sticks home and dry now for sure.
Yeah, they found the player free at the top of the circle there. The Belgians need to work a bit back harder there to defend that. But again, great trap and a great finish by Whitelock.
I don't think she could believe her luck when the ball came bouncing towards it. It was the simplest of finishes, and she punches the air with delight. New Zealand 4 now, Belgium 0. Kayla Whitelock, the most recent goal scorer. Here she is on the ball again.
Kayla Whitelock, having played hockey in Den Haag herself for a number of years, you know, it's pretty much her second home, so she'll feel very comfortable here today.
Play. Play.
So New Zealand starting the second half and showing they're in no mood to let this one slip away from their now considerable grasp on this game.
No, I mean, they wanted to get the first goal in the second half, and they've definitely done that. It's whether Belgium now have the resilience to come back into this game, or New Zealand are just going to shut it down completely.
Sideline ball in favour of New Zealand, taken with the self-pass, which has been such a welcome addition to the rules of hockey in recent years. Belgium coming gamely forward. Bone, they must be aching though now.
Great bit of skill there, right to left-hand drag.
De Vos chops it on the reverse stick side, not one of her better passes that. One back though here for Belgium now. Is there something for them here? It's finished in the net. Big deflection in front of the goalkeeper. But Belgium have got a foothold. I think Nellen will claim the goal. Belgian supporters making plenty of noise here about it. They've opened their World Cup account here in The Hague. Let's watch the goal again.
Great ball across there from Nellen, who's a midfielder and a great ball carrier. Unfortunately, it's just come off the New Zealand girl there for a deflection in.
Yes, Barbara Nellen will be credited with the goal there. Hers was the last touch on it. Thomason, the unfortunate defender. Liz Thompson unable to keep the ball out of the net, but Nellen's ball played from well inside the circle. Now, Blackstick's trying to restore that 4-goal lead. They've got a chance here. Not the most convincing bit of goalkeeping there from De Hague, who found the ball played between her feet and only just closed the gap in time.
Great to see the energy from the New Zealand girls there, getting back down the other side of the field as quickly as possible. Belgian team just need to move forward, keep going with it, keep trying to make those passes through the midfield to the attack and linking up play.
Ball fired forward. More in hope than expectation. Rather a tame bit of play there from Belgium. They need to value the ball. Pascal Kiener sitting down now. Plenty on his mind. He will have known this was always going to be a tough day for the girls, particularly on the opening day of a World Cup tournament. They need to drink in everything they've learnt today and turn it to their advantage in the battle still to come here in The Hague. It's a wild ball in and rightly penalised. And problem here for Raas, who's gone down. I think it's Raas at least.
Do you need doctor? Do you need change? You ask me.
Chinese umpire Lin Miao, they're just inquiring whether the player requires medical attention. Anouk Ross on her haunches there, painful one. Here it comes again on reverse stick side.
Yeah, the backhand is a technique that people use a lot more in the game now. Unfortunately, from time to time, it does tend to rise up and you catch it wrong, and I'm sure the Belgian defender will be fine. It's just one of those unfortunate things.
Occupational hazard. I'm sure you've had plenty of those, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely. Or being the one giving the backhand to someone, unfortunately.
New Zealand using the time to get together in a huddle in the centre of the field to make sure their focus remained on the task in hand here, and improving on that already very impressive looking scoreline. Raas is okay. Ball fired forward and beautifully picked up there by Bone. Got behind the New Zealand defence, they didn't pick her up at all. De Vos drilled it in. Oh, great save. Is it clear? No, it's not. 4-2, game on again, Sarah, here.
Absolutely. I mean, those long balls through have been not troubling the New Zealand defence all day, but that one New Zealand seemed to have been sleeping for a second, and Jill Bowen had got him behind them. But that is an absolutely great attack there, great deflection, nice and low, and gets up nice and quickly to put it in. You can see how much that means to her with her celebration as well. 4-2.
Emily Sinia, the goal scorer, and reducing the arrears now to 4-2. Really good finish, and well, at 4-0 it looked home and hosed, didn't it? 4-2?
Yeah.
Well, who knows? All things are possible.
Play, nothing.
Well, a penny for the thoughts of Mark Hague right now. He would have seen his team scoring the opening goal of the second half. He must have thought he was home and dry. And all of a sudden, Belgium are just asking one or two questions. There's still over a quarter of the game remaining here. Now De Vos, well, we know enough about Belgian hockey in recent times. Know they are a big-hearted team, and it's never over until it's over with them. We thought it was over at 4-0. We're having to rethink that.
Keep playing.
Still an awful lot to do, though. But now, for the first time, really, since going behind, there is belief. Now Foba wide on the right-hand side. More confidence suddenly coming into the Belgian game now. And here they go again. This is Sinia, scorer of that second goal. This time she's penalised. They're just, in fact, it's gone in favour of Belgium, having a stick trapped there. Nice bit of stick handling there from Alex Genier.
Yeah, very good bit of stick skill, but unfortunately they're not making much ground with it. They need to, again, to link up in that area and try and move the New Zealand defence out of that space.
Oh, Whitelock's a lovely ball. Boy, what a good early ball back into the circle as well there.
Yeah, great pass from Anita Punt, nice and quick, trying to lay the ball off to the attacker in the circle. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make the trap on this occasion.
Well, if any youngsters watching our coverage from this World Cup, just watch the likes of Anita Punt, a little glance up, and in that snapshot, that half a second when she took her off the ball, she took in the opportunity and played, in the end, a really good pass into the circle. It's about awareness, and these top players have that in bucketfuls. Ball fired across, it was in the air, but the umpire not getting interested. She's been consistent with those throughout the game. Now, all of a sudden, sitting on the edge of the seat.
Yeah, there's a lot more energy to the game now. Both teams are prepared to attack, and it's opening up in a lot of areas. It's an exciting game, in fairness, and now you can see the substitutions being rolled on and off, and the teams did look a little bit tired in the first half, but that was probably due to the fact they've had a couple of days training. So hopefully now they're getting their second wind, and we've got 17, 18 minutes left of some really good hockey.
Yes, I was slightly surprised to hear Mark Hager's comment about the two sides looking a little tired on the opening day of the World Cup, but you probably got that absolutely right, the amount of training he's done coming into this. I was slightly surprised him talking about the heat down there, Sarah, because it's certainly not up here in the commentary box in any way warm.
No, exactly, it's quite cold up here, but yeah, it's a very different story when you're down on the field. And even as a midfielder, when I was playing with Great Britain, 7 to 9 minutes was more than enough time on the field before you needed to come off for a short break. These girls, with it being an attacking game, will need to come off considerably as well.
Now Belgium coming forward again. Good covering defence there from Stacey Mickelson, who's put in another really good shift in the all-black strip. ball fired in, and that needed to be a secure trap. And I think this one might go upstairs for a video referral. The New Zealand girl claiming she took it cleanly on the stick.
Was it off your hand? Okay,
Sam Charlton making a point here.
You sure it's not off your body?
It was my hand.
Okay.
She's saying it came off the hand. The hand on the stick is fine. So Michelle Joubert
Mechi?
will ask the question
I gave the
here.
penalty corner because the ball came off her stick into her body, and New Zealand says it came off her hand. Can you please check for me?
So we hear the question. It's a question whether this is body or the hand on the stick. Did you have a view, Sarah?
It's quite hard to see from that angle, but this should give us a better shot. Yeah, it does look like it's come off up off her hand there, so in which case it will be New Zealand's ball.
So away up in a corner of this ADO soccer stadium, our video umpire will be poring over the footage here. Two video umpires in the women's tournament, Julie Ashton-Lucy from Australia and Carol Metchett from Ireland.
I think they're looking at as many angles as possible,
So 3 decisions possible. So Carol Metchett there, the Irish video umpire, poring over this one. We've got cameras in every conceivable angle, but it's amazing how sometimes you just can't find the right pictures to give you a definitive answer.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean the New Zealand player seemed firmly sure that he'd hit her hand then and appealed immediately, so it's just whether the video can pick it up.
Well, one person in the picture there will know, because she'll have a painful back of the hand probably. Who'd be an umpire, hey? Or indeed a video umpire at times like these. All the decisions are possible. They can rule in favour of the attack, in which case it will be a penalty corner, and New Zealand will lose their referrals, or she can say, yeah, it was definitely the hand, and we'll restart with a bully.
Sorry, there's no decision possible.
Or
okay, so
we
the
can have
penalty
no
corner stays
decision
and New Zealand keeps their
possible.
referral.
That's correct.
Thank you.
And it's a no decision
heard that,
possible
there's no-
from the footage
I
there.
see I was right in
So
line.
the
Okay,
corner
we
will
stay with the
stand.
penalty corner.
New Zealand
Okay,
haven't
unfortunately,
lost
but
their
you keep
right to
referring.
further
Okay.
referrals because
There's
they
no-
weren't wrong, it's just we couldn't prove them right. Charlton looking crestfallen then. And this, Sarah, could be a very big moment in the game. Remember, it's 4-2 now, this for 4-3.
This indeed could be a game changer. If Belgium are able to put this away and make it 4-3, then it really is game on you, and it could open up for a very exciting end to this game.
And I suspect that the umpire who gave the corner would have been aware of how instantly New Zealand protested it. We'll be rather hoping this one doesn't go in. This could be a game changer in all sorts of ways. The whole atmosphere of the game will change. New Zealand feeling hard done by already, find themselves pegged back to just a single goal advantage. Big moment in the game, this. New Zealand with those face masks on, preparing to defend. Belgium collecting their thoughts outside the circle. Good challenge, and no complaints this time. Ball clearly coming off the foot there. Rather ponderous routine there, I felt, from the Belgians, Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried to do something different, in all fairness. I think the player who's taken it off the trapper was looking to drop it back. Unfortunately, the New Zealand girl has read it and given the corner away. Not sure how much space the player who was about to receive down top of the circle would have had.
Thank you.
But we'll see what they try this time.
Well, I know what I'd try. I'd go for the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. And they do keep it simple. And it's bouncing out penalty strokes as the umpire defends his body in front of the goal.
This is a huge moment in the game.
Next to the keeper. The keeper was down, it came off her body, it was going in. Okay?
Well, Michelle Joubert giving New Zealand very little to work with there if they're going to launch another video referral. Telling exactly what she saw. It's the foot there of Emily Naylor.
Too late now, okay? Time is gone. No, not now. No, time is gone. should have referred it immediately. Sorry. Couple of
New
seconds.
Zealand just asking whether they can still refer it. Sally Rutherford there underneath the crossbar
Gonna
has
say
now got
ready,
to defend
and then I blow the whistle, okay? Once.
a penalty stroke.
I say ready, and I blow the whistle.
This for
okay?
4-3.
Ready?
Goalkeeper got something on it, but it's not enough. And Belgium have got it back to a single goal deficit here. And Pascal Keener's goals are coming back from what looked like certain defeat here, Sarah. 4-3.
This is really exciting now. Stephanie de Groof there with a penalty stroke. Yes, the keeper got something on it, but she did really well with composure on that. So yeah, back in the game. I mean, exciting if they can get another goal year or two. So we'll see what it brings from New Zealand as well.
Nice and tight, okay?
Relief there from de Groof. Always a nervous moment when the goalkeeper guesses the right way, but just too much power on it there. And well, what a game we've had here. 7 goals already, and the best still to come. Perhaps Mark Hague must have thought his girls had sealed it at 4-0. We're finding out an awful lot about New Zealand and Belgium here.
I mean, these girls will have played a number of tournaments and will have seen, you know, been in this experience before, whether that's been 4-0 up or 4-0 down. It's just whether they can draw on those experiences now and put into action what they spoke about in half-time, just keeping the basics simple, just playing the kind of hockey they play in, day out in the training centres.
Well, this game really has changed now in its tone. All the confidence now with the girls in red. They're still trailing, but now just by a single goal. Oh, worked out the far side. Chance here, reverse stick shot. My goodness, that was close.
Absolutely. De Vos again getting a little touch on that, and it just, the left midfielder getting in open space in the circle.
Well, what a pipe opener this is proving to be for the Women's World Cup here in The Hague. 7 goals already, 14 minutes and a handful of seconds still to go. And the result right back in the balance again here. Wonderful performances from the Red Panthers, having looked to be blown away. And again, it's the captain leading by example here, punching the edge of the light, turning the New Zealand defence inside out and winning another penalty corner.
Yeah, this is De Vos at her best. This is what she does. She's a very skillful player, very sensible, and has a lot of experience, so knows to get the corner and knows that's a way to bring her team back into the game here to level the score.
This was the earlier attempt that flew across the face of the goal. There were a couple of girls reaching out. Emily Senior there, holding his stick out in front of him in the hope that it would come off it and finish in the back of the New Zealand net. It didn't, but this one can do so now. Penalty corner. Shot comes in, and umpire blows a whistle quickly here, and Belgium now signaling they would like a video referral.
Your player came in with a sliding tackle. She never played the ball. Sliding tackle. Okay, obstruction. I didn't see. You need to tell me if you want your referral.
No, this is a big call.
Okay.
And
you want the referral?
And they are going to go for that referral, you know. Now let's see what the question is here, Sarah.
Belgium captain. Belgium captain. You say there was a foot before. They've got to look for a foot inside the D. Okay.
So the question is, was there a foot before this
the
scramble in front of the goal?
Obstruction by the Belgian player in front of the D. They say there was a foot before. Can you have a look for me, please? So a re-award is what Belgium won.
Okay, I'm looking for a foot.
Where's your money on this one, Sarah?
Yeah, I think it has hit Naylor's foot there at the edge. It's just whether there's any obstruction for De Vos from being on the floor.
This should be a good angle. It's caught the inside of a knee, hasn't it?
Oh, it's caught the inside of a knee, and it's actually landed on the stick of De Vos. So I'm not actually sure that's going to be given. We'll wait to see what the video umpire says.
Well, the crowd are looking at it on the big screen, really made
corner,
their
okay?
mind. And Carol Metchit's made up her mind, and she agrees with the majority of the crowd here. It is indeed a penalty corner.
The Belgian fans are really enjoying this now. Belgium have really come back into this game, and if they can put this in the net, then it's going to be a tremendous cheer from the crowd.
Well, that's understatement of the day, Sarah. I think they've done incredibly well here. Well, I'd written them off. I don't know about you, Sarah. But, I'd written them off at 3-0. I wrote them off double underlined at 4-0.
Remember my whistle first,
I
okay?
really should
And then you
remember
guys
what
can play when
Belgium
she
have
plays,
taught
okay?
me in recent years,
Second side,
watching
please.
their sides, the men's and women's game. They are
You ready?
super confident. So another opportunity here for Belgium to tie it up. This for 4-all. Goalkeeper goes down. There's good cover for her this time. Forced away. It's a poor ball down the reverse stick side, always likely to lift in the air, and it did. And this time New Zealand have a chance just to breathe deeply and take stock and get the ball clear here.
That side, please.
Yeah,
Let's not
unfortunately
waste
Belgium
time.
don't have too many options at the penalty corners, so just in for the slap again there, which was saved very well by the New Zealand goalkeeper.
New Zealand, who've been pegged back in terms of territory as well as in terms of the scoreline. Just need to enjoy some possession here. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And Anita Punt
I didn't see her foot. It's for
ought
you.
to have done more with it.
Yeah, that's a fantastic ball through there. Unfortunately, Anita tried to do a little bit too much too quickly with that. Like with everything else, she's very, very quick.
Well, perhaps nerves getting to New Zealand now as well. That's another lovely ball. Shot comes in. Good save by the goalkeeper. And again, a double save. A triple save, indeed.
Absolutely great save there from the goalkeeper. Kayla Whitelock coming in late and diving in to get another shot on goal.
New Zealand looking lively again, though, here. Balls come out across the circle. Sideline ball here for the Black Sticks. Forgerson, who scored those first 2 goals for the Black Sticks. Seems like an eternity ago now, though. Leaves it this time for Charlton. New Zealand just taking their time here. Long corner, the decision.
Very congested down on that left-hand side of the field now. New Zealand need to try and find a way to get the ball out. And they've done it.
This is Whitelock. Poor first touch on the ball there.
Yeah, I think she was looking for a deflection into the circle there. That's very much a set piece that the teams are looking to do these days. It just, unfortunately, no power came off the deflection itself. Looking to do the right thing.
New Zealand coming down the right-hand side now. Ball just deflecting away there. De Hague beaten 4 times already today, but she's made some critical interventions as well. Beaten 4 times, could yet finish on the winning side here. Just under 10 minutes left. New Zealand 4, Belgium 3. The scoreline doesn't begin to tell you the whole story, though.
Okay.
Belgium won the ball back nicely there. I mean, they got everyone behind the ball. There wasn't anyone further than 30 yards from their own goal. So they've defended that well and now stretched nicely up the field to give them the opportunity to attack.
That's the little salvo there from Aileen de Hague. Belgium not seen too much of the ball the last couple of minutes. They need to get a stick on it again and start throwing caution to the wind. Ball's worked through. It's young Emma Puveres, their number 8, battling to try and win possession back. I think I might have added a couple of years to her age a little earlier in the game. I think I said she was 18. Sarah correctly pointing out she's just 16. Mind, the World Cup's an ageing experience, Sarah, particularly when you're 4-0 down.
Yeah, could well be, but they've come back into it nicely, so I'm sure she's gaining some confidence from that again now.
And what a learning curve she'll be on.
Tremendous first game for your first big tournament.
Well, we're all being taught a lesson about how important it is in sport never to give up.
I think Belgium are the epitome of that. They're known for being fighters. They're known for having a lot of energy and never giving up. And we've seen that in the second half, what they have in their back game. You know, they've got a lot to offer with the long balls through.
Nice little attempted pass there from Punt, but it's Belgium with possession.
Seems that Belgium on occasions are trying to match the New Zealand girls with running with the ball. I think Belgium are best when they let the ball do the work and move the ball around at pace.
Ball fired in again. Belgium scrambling around there, trying to pick the loose ball up. Here they come again. Chance for a shot here. It's wide angle. Shot comes in, bouncing close. Umpire with her eye firmly on the ball there.
Belgian player doing very well then, moving away from goal, but actually getting a shot on target where some of the Belgian players, some of the attackers were looking for a goal.
Well, I described Belgium in the preamble to this tournament as being the noisy neighbours of the Dutch, and we're hearing some of that noise here in the stadium as the Belgian crowd trying to lift their team, coming back in that shots tally, still trailing New Zealand by a handful. But we've had 7 goals. What a rich diet of goals we've had already here in The Hague today. In the opening game in the men's tournament, it was Australia who defeated Malaysia by 4 goals to 0. So goals coming thick and fast here in the Kyocera Stadium. Now Whitelock trying to add to the New Zealand tally, blocked at source there, and the ball goes high in the air and out of play.
Great piece of play from Kayla Whitelock there, taking the ball quickly, trying to catch the Belgium off guard. Unfortunately for Belgium, they'd managed to get back and save that shot.
Now, Black Sticks have been clever in the last couple of minutes. They've kept the ball and they've kept the ball a distance from their own goal. And they're making Belgium live off scraps of possession again. That was really the story when they were in the ascendancy. How much left have Belgium got in the tank here? Pascal Kino ringing the changes down there. 3 or 4 interchanges being made. We're approaching the last 5 minutes of the game now. New Zealand 4, Belgium 3. Is there going to be one more twist in this one? Belgium certainly hope so, and here they go again. Closed out there by Kayla Whitelock, getting back into defence. Belgian girls down there. Barbara Nellen. I think she's going to be okay. Getting in the tangle there with Charlton and her stick. Nellen is all right. Well, how about that for a route 1 pass forward? Chance here for New Zealand, and sideboards wide of the goal only there from Merry, when the goal seemed to be at her mercy. Route 1 pass, if ever there was one there.
That's the beauty of the hockey, of the game of hockey. Within a couple of seconds, it could be down the other end of the field and almost a goal there.
And again, Hague diving full length made it difficult for Merry and forced the error from the attacker.
Yeah, she's made some fantastic saves today for the Belgian team.
I think when we have the final analysis in a little more than a couple of weeks' time here on this women's tournament, Eileen de Hooge's name will be amongst the standout players, certainly amongst the goalkeepers. She's a real crowd pleaser. We've not perhaps seen her at her best today with her 4 goals going in, but she's made some wonderful interventions as well.
That's fine, you can play. Keep your 5. Play, let's not waste time.
I think the umpires' managers will be pleased with the way the 2 officials have handled this opening game of the women's tournament as well. It's so important to set the tone for the tournament as it unfolds. And they've been on top of their game today. They've had the support of the video umpires when required, but they've kept the game always under control. Not too many cards. What's that come off? Nothing at all.
Belgium hoping to get a short corner or the New Zealand defender to make a mistake by crashing that ball into the circle on times here today.
Just 3 minutes left now for Belgium to rescue an unlikely point here. New Zealand in no great rush to get the ball back into play. Now Belgium a long way from the New Zealand goal, struggling for possession at the moment. Now Whitelock turns away from a challenge in midfield.
Whitelock doing very well there to retain possession and feed it off to one of our attackers. New Zealand still looking to attack with even 2 minutes of the game left to go. You know, I thought they would have closed the game down a little bit more and kept possession.
Time running far too quickly away from Belgium here, and that missed trap from Nelland is not going to help the equation here. Chance reverse stick side shot comes in, and it's come off the frame with the goal, and out of play on the far side. The goalkeeper's got a touch on it along the way as well here. How about this for a save?
It's a great shot there from Sophie Cox, and a fantastic save yet again from the goalkeeper to put it over the bar.
2 resounding hits there, the first off the stick of the goalkeeper, the second off the crossbar. So we're into the final minute. It looks as if Belgium are going to fall short here, but by the narrowest of margins.
As I said a minute ago, New Zealand still looking for another goal. They're not happy to just retain possession, but trying to keep on attacking.
New Zealand just running the clock down here. They've played the last 10 minutes very intelligently indeed. They've kept the ball. They've got back to their game plan, which deserted them a little in the midway stages of this second half when Belgium came back and chipped away at the lead. But it's going to be the Black Sticks who see this one out here to get their World campaign off to a winning start. But what a wonderful way to launch a World Cup here in The Hague. A 7-goal thriller. Mark Hage's New Zealand girls have done just enough in the end, led by their splendid captain, Kayla Whitelock. So the New Zealand flags flying proudly, but not perhaps quite as confidently as they were in some stages of that game when they looked to blow away Belgium. Absolutely, but Belgium came back. Pascal Keena's girls showed real heart and determination and got the score back to 4-3, but couldn't quite find the extra goal that would have tied things up. So the women's competition is underway here. and what style we had. So final score here in the Rabobank Hockey World Cup: New Zealand 4, Belgium 3. Well, we could have hardly asked for better entertainment than that. Mark Hague there talking to some of his players as we look back on the highlights. That was goal number 4 early in the second half. Kayla Whitelock there forcing the ball home, and we thought it was all over at that point. We were wrong. Barbara Nellen's shot deflected home by the defender for 4-1. We thought that would perhaps just be a consolation. We were wrong again. The second goal, this time Emily Senior firing the ball home from close range for 4-2. Was a comeback possible? Well, Stephanie de Groot from the penalty stroke there certainly looked as if she'd given Belgium a little more than a lifeline. Real hope there at 4-3, but they just came up short in the end. So New Zealand with their 24 shots, a very healthy tally that against 15 for Belgium. 23 circle penetrations. Possession their opponent's half, quite even there. New Zealand again just edging it. At the end of the day, it was the penalty corner of New Zealand that really secured this all-important first day win by 4 goals to 3. Clean game, just the one green card. Now down at pitch side, we've got Kayla Whitelock to listen to.
A nervy second half there, and what's your reaction to it? 4-0 up and then 4-3 right at the end.
Yeah, obviously glad to get the win, but disappointing with the way we finished. I mean, Belgium are a good side, and we knew that, so we came out firing, but we went to sleep in that second half, which is a little bit disappointing.
Can you put your finger on exactly what it was in the second half, other than just sort of falling asleep?
Well, I think Belgium were jumping in front and getting good one-touches in behind our defenders, and we didn't recognise that they had players in behind us. So, you know, we need to tighten up on that, because we can't let teams coming back when you've got a 4-0 lead.
2 goals for Crystal Forgeston on the day, and you ended up getting the winner as it transpires.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to score a goal. Yeah, Crystal's obviously, she likes to score goals in the big tournaments, so we like that. So, no, hopefully it continues, put more goals away. I mean, we had a lot more chances as well, and we didn't quite finish them. So we just keep building, game on, game on.
Winning start, though, must be chuffed.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, it's good to always start well and get that 3 points on the board, and we've just got to carry on from here on in.
All right, go and join the rest of the team, and good luck for the rest of the competition.
Cheers, thank you.
So New Zealand girls warming down here. Good to hear Kayla's take on things with Mike down at pitch side. Belgium go off. They'll be bitterly disappointed they couldn't take something from that, but they must take heart from the way they came back into the game, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it'll be a huge learning curve for them today, playing those 70 minutes against New Zealand, and they will have taught themselves that they can come back into games and they can score goals, which will be a real positive moving forward into their next game in this tournament.
So the New Zealand girls continue their lap of honour as the crowd prepares a real feast of hockey here in The Hague. The game's coming thick and fast for all to enjoy. Real carnival atmosphere around the tented village. The Belgium camp there, just taking stock of that remarkable game as we take a look at the pool table. This women's Pool A, New Zealand top the pool, having played the only game so far. And what a pool it is as well, with Australia and the Netherlands, the 2 Asian giants there, Japan, the Asian champions, and Korea. So 3 very important points for New Zealand there. Pascal Kina, who must be proud of the way his girls came back. He must have feared the worst, I suspect, at 4-0. I wonder whether his girls get completely blown away. But he's learned a lot about the girls, and hopefully they've learned a lot about themselves. There'll be sterner tests still to come. We've not seen the last of the Belgians yet. So I hope you've enjoyed that first game in the Women's World Cup. It's finished here, New Zealand 4, Belgium 3.